Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our kitchens for our final at-home edition of Taste of Hope Week. April, how are you this evening?
I'm great. It went by awfully quickly, don't you think?
It did, and it's been an amazing journey with all sorts of deliciousness and a ton of fun last night with the bingo game for everybody who dialed in. And the best part is they're all recorded. So if you did miss something and you want to go back and check it out, you can go to your page on our Taste of Hope Week and click on all the view links to see how much fun we've been having all week long.
Yeah, and it's been an awful lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who has dialed in to be a part of Taste of Hope. For all of us, it's been awfully fun coming from our homes to yours and our kitchen to yours as we celebrate what we're doing, the excellent work of all of our staff. Don't forget, if while we're doing this, that if you'd like to help us capture the fun, please do hashtag TOA2021, and we'll watch for you on social media. Take some pictures while you're cooking, take some pictures of your family. Again, the goal of Taste of Hope Week is to support our programs and give you a fun, delicious experience. So we've been in restaurants, we've had folks going out and utilizing the specials that so many of our restaurant supporters have made possible. So thank you so much to our restaurants. We've had a lot of support from our sponsors who will show and celebrate a little bit more as the evening comes by. We've had fun experiences like this one where we've been able to highlight the work and the talents of local chefs so that you can try and cook along with them. We were speaking with Chef Terrell while we got ready for the show about Naperville, and which is an area where he lives and an area where we serve. Right now we're serving an awful lot of families and individuals in hotels in the Naperville, Downers Grove, and around the DuPage area. And we'd like to introduce you to Alan Swilley, who is our director of our interim housing program, which operates overnight shelter. So he can tell you a little about his work and what you're helping to support through Taste of Hope Week.
And the cool part about Alan, I don't think he mentions it in the video, but he actually joined our team the week that we had to shift our model, moving from interim housing with all of our wonderful congregate partners to emergency housing. So he's had a lot of learning along this journey, and we're excited to hear from him. Take it away, Alan.
My name is Alan Swilley. I am the Director of Interim Housing here at DuPage PADS. What that means is I manage our outreach team, who brings individuals who are not engaging with the organization to our organization, as well as our shelter team, who has transformed itself to a hotel staffing team, and our intake and assessment team, which manages the flow of requests from the community into our agency. And so our main work is housing clients and individuals who are experiencing homelessness or having some sort of housing crisis. And the way that we do that is three-pronged. We have our agency and staff support, and then we have our partner agency and staff support, which is our partner organizations, and then we have the community support. And our community support is made up of a large group of faith-centered congregations who have devoted themselves to not only their mission, but our mission, and in doing so has animated the values of their own mission to the extent that we would not have been able to do this work without their contribution. So our response to COVID was to place individuals into hotel rooms for their safety and for the community's safety. And we started this not knowing fully what the future would look like, and not knowing whether or not we had the resources to maintain it. And that was scary. But what I learned very quickly was the minute that we ran out of food, I was thinking to myself, how are we going to do this? And next thing you know, 4 or 5 full cars of donations come rolling up out of nowhere and replenished our stocks. And that has been the theme and the activity of our community and volunteers ever since. So every time when we weren't sure how we were going to make this happen, every time we weren't sure how we were going to shelter people, our volunteers and our community members stepped up to the plate and pushed us through. And I'm just so grateful for everything that they have done for us and continue to do for us. Most frequent questions I'm asked is, how can I help? How can I contribute? And one way to do that is to visit our website. We have multiple volunteer opportunities on our website, but we also have an urgent needs list where it allows you to donate food items and clothing items to our clients most in need, not only in our hotel program, but our outreach program and across the community. So we look forward to continue to work with you all, and I appreciate and love the support that you have given us in this really trying transition for the agency as well as the community, and thank you for your support.
So he couldn't have said it better. I mean, our need is great, but the hearts of our community are greater. You are helping us by being here tonight, supporting Taste of Hope Week. I get to hold up our homemade sign one more time, and that is because everyone who registered as a guest, everyone who made that donation just to be a part of this week has already donated to our mission, and we hope you will continue to support it. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to April for sharing your kitchen and sharing this journey with us to be on screen. And we are excited for our final at-home installment. Now, we do have some special guests joining us from their kitchen tonight, a member of our Taste of Hope committee and a new member to our board of directors. Mary Morrissey is here with her husband, Brad. Hi, Mary. Hi, Brad. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Brad.
Welcome and thank you.
Thank you so much for what you guys are doing.
We are so excited to have you tonight. Thanks for sharing your kitchen. And then the host with the most, the man with the plan, the guy who is going to tell us how to get it done tonight. We have Chef Terrell here from Dark Horse Pastries.
Hey, Chef Terrell, we're so excited to have you.
I'm good and excited to be here. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. This is great.
So from here, you're in the driver's seat, friend. You tell us how to get it done. We're going to follow your instructions, but we do want to remind our audience, if you have questions along the way, especially if you're cooking at home, you can pause and start the video anytime you need, but be sure to look to the comments section of our YouTube feed, share your questions, thoughts, and tell us how delicious it looks as we all go through it. Chef Terrell, the floor is yours.
All right. What's going on, good people? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. First thing I want to do is I like to start off all my cooking demos with just a little toast. I like to thank Chad and April for having me out here. Mary and Brad, I appreciate everything you guys do. So just want to raise a glass and thank you guys for everything you do for the community. I appreciate it all. Thank you very much. Hopefully everybody else does as well. Right on.
Terrell.
All right, now we're going to get into some food. Let's have it. First things first. Our first course is bacon wrapped apples stuffed with Manchego cheese over arugula salad drizzled with a little balsamic glaze. I chose this because bacon wrapped dates have been popular in Naperville for a while. That's where I live. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Sometimes the dates get a little sticky. Some people don't really like dates. So I chose to do an apple because apples have especially Granny Smith apples, great tartness to them. So we're going to go over to the stove over here. I'm going to start working these things out. First off, a nice sized Granny Smith apple. You take a look at that. First thing we want to do is get it peeled up. Normally an apple this size, I'm going to get about 8 pieces out of it. We're going to wrap that and we're going to first layer the Manchego in there, and then we're going to wrap it with bacon. So the easiest thing to do once you get the apple peeled is I cut it straight down and then kind of slice out the core. So right down here, right down the center, cut it right down into wedges. All right, see what we're working with there?
Yep.
Terrell, you make that look so easy.
You know, Brad, I'm an old man. You know, after a while, it just becomes second nature, bro.
You're not old, you're just seasoned.
So that's what's in my head, that salt and pepper, is that what that is, seasoning?
The way you peeled that apple, that's not going to happen in this house. We had to grab the apple peeler just to make sure that we didn't take off any fingers in the process.
Well, like whenever I go to people's houses and I'm cooking and everything, it's always cool to see what different type of equipment they have. Because sometimes you'll find like these crazy cores and peelers and wine openers and stuff like that like kind of reinvent how to do things. So it's always weird and wild to see what people have going on. So I always like that. So now that we have our apple sliced, I kind of layer a couple pieces of the Manchego. And now we're going to wrap it with the bacon.
So April, this is where I insert the colored toothpick.
So if you want to use a toothpick, go ahead and stick it in. So I kind of wrap it nice and tight and just set it off to the side. So now we're going to repeat this a few times. Get all 8 of our apples. And I've got 2 pans over here. So this way I'm not putting all the apples in one pan. You know, a lot of times bacon can kind of have like a big grease splatter. We don't want that. We want to keep a nice clean kitchen, guys. I'm over at my buddy's JJ's house, and he freaks out if there's a drop of grease on the stove.
Clean as you go.
Hi, JJ.
JJ, I understand.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, JJ.
April, you have any difficulty wrapping that?
I've managed to wrap one so far. Gordon's got a couple, and I think my job might be sticking the toothpick in.
Okay. Hey, listen, we're here to support you, girl. You got it.
There you go.
I have faith.
I think yours are going to look prettier than ours, but we're going to get it done.
Listen, it's not about what it looks like. It's more about what it tastes like. Because we're not charging anybody for this, you know? Don't worry about it.
Wise words.
So I always remember, like, when your mom would cook, sometimes it wouldn't look the best at all. But, man, if you didn't sit down and eat and enjoy every piece of it, so.
Chef Terrell, what does Manchego cheese taste like?
It's a very mild, hard Spanish cheese. The reason why I chose it because it's not sharp like an Asiago or anything like that. It's very mild, but it has a very crisp flavor. It goes great with the apple and with bacon.
I'm excited.
Uh-oh. It's also great just to snack on with some wine.
It is great. I mean, this one here is this one that I picked out is a sheep and cow blend.
Nice. So what kind of Manchego cheese are you using, Chef Terrell?
I'm using a Spanish one.
Okay.
I'm using whatever Amazon Fresh had today.
Okay, right on. All right, look at that. So how's everybody doing with the bacon wrapped apples?
So far, so good.
We're good with a couple extra pieces of Manchego cheese hanging around for me to snack on. Well,
Hey, you got your wish.
all right.
Chef, what are we preheating our oven to?
We're gonna do these right on the stovetop, chat.
Oh, perfect.
All right. And you have 2 pans going?
Say again.
You have 2 pans going?
I got 2 pans going. We have 8 apples. I'm going to put 4 on each. So if you want to do the same thing, you can. I like to go to like if you have numbers on your dial, I'm going to go to right now about 3 for each of them. And it will increase it a little bit by little. Because the first thing we want to do is we want to render that fat down. I don't know about you, but I like my bacon crispy.
Sure do. Seems easy.
Because in the oven, all these had for years. This is like cooking these on the stove. It just comes out better. I don't want to run the risk of making the apple mushy. I want the apple to still have texture to it, but I want the bacon to be a little crispy. So cooking on a stovetop is always best for this. All right, so I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to these pans. Just a little bit, just to glaze the bottom of the pans. And then I'm going to pop them in. So looking at my apples, crease size. When I say, I mean the finished side of the bacon. The bacon, all the fat and everything kind of makes it stick together. Let's sear that side first.
Yeah, you know.
And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's that sexy sear sizzle sound.
So Terrell, if you're in a restaurant setting, do you make these as you go, or do you pre-cook a bunch and then serve them and then make some more?
If I was in a restaurant setting, I would redo these. First thing I would do, I would back them, I'd partially sear them, and then I'd let them cool. So when they got ordered, I'd fire them up in the oven.
Gotcha.
So while Gordon's cooking, I'm eating cheese. This is a great setup.
Way to go, Gordo.
One for the teams.
Yep, he said he's taking one for the team.
Wait till you taste.
Oh, chef, that looks good.
I just want to make sure you guys can see these at the top of the screen over here. What I like to do is just move them around just a little bit.
Move them around just a little bit better.
Put them up real nice. So right now, your house can be filled with a little bit of that good stuff bacon. And now it's time for another sip of a cocktail. So Brad, if I were in the kitchen, I wouldn't be able to have this beverage.
Yeah. Terrell.
So is there a particular type of bacon that works better for this?
The thin, I like thin cut bacon, so the thinner the better.
Okay.
As far as flavor goes, I mean, I think flavor or apple will be just fine, but the biggest thing is most actually needs to be thick.
All right. And what is your beverage of choice while you're cooking?
Right now I'm having a little Tito's club soda and just a splash of lemon. You know, to get the metabolism going, you know, to get me through the class, you know.
Are we supposed to increase the temperature a little or keep it where it's at?
Not just yet. Once you start actually flipping them, you're going to increase it just a little. So right now, you're on, right now I'm in between 3 and 4, and I'm going to stay there until this one side is completely done.
Okay.
So Kate Ryan from our team is managing everything in the background, and we're notorious for anytime we cook bacon having the smoke detectors go off here in the house, Kate. So if you need to take over on sound, you just mute us, take us out, whatever you got to do, and we'll get that fixed up.
Open up those windows.
We're gonna beat these out here.
My kids say that's the dinner timer. Dinner's done. It's like the old dinner bell.
I did crack a couple of windows, but they're saying 55-mile-per-hour winds, and we're already getting some of that out here. Maybe that'll work. It'll just take the smoke right out of the house.
Wow, it's windy here too.
So Chad, I know you've had a different mascot holding up the DuPage Pad sign every day. What is today's?
So we are a family of 8 eating in this house, and we wanted to create a little levity and fun with it. So we have had a different mascot here in the back corner. You'll see right under our DuPage Pad sign. If you want to know which ones you missed, you'll have to go back and watch our other incredible videos. But tonight, cheering us on is Sonic the Hedgehog from our 9-year-old collection.
Oh, right on. I thought that was Sonic back there.
For those of you watching while you're waiting for your bacon to go, just a reminder that the Chad's family and our family are good reminders of what the families that you're helping out are going through. Oftentimes, and especially now, we've had more families than ever in our programs, about a third of those in our hotel, our children. Scott, who joined us last night and was our bingo caller, talked a little bit about the number 72 and what that meant to him, because we do have 72 kids staying with hotels right now. We have another 35-ish who are in permanent supportive housing. So all of that is supported by what you're doing. It's been really great for the families and our programs to have your support, as well as our staff who've been joining us for a lot of it. And, their normal days are saving lives. So it's been pretty incredible getting their participation. And for all of our staff who are watching right now, we really appreciate you. So being at home and cooking some bacon has a lot of meaning for all of us here at Pads.
Thank you, team, for all you do.
Spot on. And not only are we grateful to our staff for what they do, but we're grateful to everybody who decided to sign on and support Taste of Hope Week. And we want to thank our sponsors for a moment. So we'll take this quick break to throw them up on screen just to remind you of everybody who has helped to make Taste of Hope Week possible. We have some incredible sponsors. I'm even going to turn the banner off down at the bottom because we don't want to miss anybody who has given their commitment to make Taste of Hope Week possible and end men homelessness. So Oxford Bank, Dynacom, Dugan and Lapaka, Page Engineering, another one of our board members who's been doing phenomenal work for our mission and supporting what we do. Ascendant and Busey Bank, and the list goes on up, as you can see, are incredible sponsors. Please support these businesses the same way they are supporting an end to homelessness in our communities.
Thanks, Chad. And I can't wait to tell our sponsors that they got to be a part of our bacon break. Not every sponsor gets to say that.
That is very true.
That's a good one, yeah. Making bacon break.
Now, during that break, I increased mine to about 4.5.
Great.
And as you can see, it's starting to pick up some color here. Looking beautiful.
My house smells fantastic, and I can see my children peeking their heads around to see why it smells so good and like bacon in my house.
No, some of the kids want to hang out with you, right?
I know, right?
You'll have to prepare some eggs, April.
That sounds delicious as well.
We're getting some melty cheese over here, Chef. I don't know how long I can wait. This smells delicious.
Yeah. So right now, I've got one of my pans almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done here too. But Chad, there's the barefoot Contessa, and then there's the patient Terrell.
And then patience is a virtue, brother. You gotta wait for the bacon.
I like mine crispy as well, so I'm with you on the patience part.
I like it crispy.
Mm. So we could switch sides on the front.
So how are we doing?
How you little cat doing over there?
We're good. switching this up.
We are teetering on the brink of smoke alarm territory.
Oh,
Let's see how it goes.
Well, if you go off camera, we'll know why.
Take a big towel.
Yeah, but if you did take a peek at these, this is my second pan. And these are looking really good too.
All right.
And if you notice, the cheese is just starting to melt. Apples are still crisp. Bacon is picking up fantastic color.
Yep.
That looks great.
So while those are getting done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I would plate this.
So, Mary, I don't know about your house, but in mine, even if I haven't done the cooking, I'm at least good at the plating.
Well, so no, I plating. And actually, we wait until we've done probably about, I don't know, 15 cooking classes during COVID. So Brad got it down to a science. We kind of put it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What is the strangest thing you've learned how to cook during COVID?
Well, yeah, we've done a couple Asian cooking classes, but the funnest one was with a friend of mine in Germany. Of all people, his girlfriend lives in Chile, and they have not been able to connect at all. And so she taught us how to make empanadas. And it was so much fun.
Right.
I'm jealous. That sounds fantastic.
You did the dough and everything, Brad?
What's that?
You did the dough and everything?
Yeah, we did the dough, which was really, I mean, they have it down right, Terrell. It's not a complicated dough, and what I like most about it is it has white wine in it.
I love empanadas.
Yeah.
I think we get together next week and Brad and Mary can teach the class. We'll follow along.
So,
Yeah, right?
and with the time differences between Germany and Chile and here, it was 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was fun. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but I mean, this was such a great idea for DuPage Pads to do this. Amazing. If we couldn't do the Taste of Hope in one location, why not spread it out and bring the joy to everyone?
We're
That's
just
great.
grateful that folks like you are welcoming us into your homes to participate as part of this, and all of our amazing chefs who have done the same. We couldn't do it without the support of everyone. So thank you, Mary. We're thrilled to be here.
All right. So check this out. I got my arugula set on the plate. Good little balsamic glaze. Right over the greens.
So, Chef, is balsamic glaze the same as balsamic vinegar or different?
This balsamic vinegar reduced down to a syrup. So when you reduce the vinegar down, it has like this sweet taste to it. I love arugula because arugula is kind of like a peppery green. So the whole dish that comes together is fantastic. You've got salty bacon, the mildness of the Manchego, the tartness of the apple, peppery of the arugula, and then the sweetness of the balsamic glaze.
So Terrell, did you put olive oil on this too?
I will. I'll drizzle it right before we eat it.
Okay, gotcha.
Woo! Mine's going to be ready soon, too. Good for you so far.
Crispy bacon, people, is the way to go. Crispy bacon.
So we're kind of plating and keeping the warm things warm until after.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. This way, I can roll right into the entrees, and then we can save dessert for last.
We should be showing
You know.
off.
There you go.
Nice.
Good job, Kat.
Beautiful.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, we're moving along. I might sample mine while you're teaching us the next one. bite.
Good. That's the best way to do it. All right, so we're gonna do a little in-between course break real fast, guys.
Cheers to you.
All right, let's go burn something up again. All right.
Okay, for those playing along at home, don't forget to take those selfies and hashtag TOH2021 to put up on our Facebook, where you'll see the Taste of Hope event. So, Chef, we're resetting our pans and getting ready for the next round?
Yes, we are. Let's get if you want to clean the pan out, you want to get new pans, do that. I've got a flat top right in the middle of the stove here. So I'm going to use that for my scallops, and I'm going to use a saute pan here for my corn. Now, the cool part about this is the weather's starting to get nicer around here. So ears of corn are going to be coming around. So next time we do this, we're going to use fresh corn, throw it on the grill. We get to roast it all the way elote is meant to be eaten. But until then, we're going to grab some corn. I've got my corn over here portioned out. I'm going to start my pan off with just a little olive oil. I'm going to saute the corn down. What I want to do is I'm going to get some char on it. I'm going to get just a little bit of color on the corn, but I'm going to cook it down. Bring out some of that natural sweetness.
You want butter in this, or Terrell, or are you using olive oil?
I'm using olive oil.
Okay.
Sometimes what I do like to do with this is I use a lime-infused oil.
A what?
A lime-infused, a Persian lime-infused oil I like to use when I'm doing this. There's a spice company out in Glenelg that I use, Olive and Vinny, and they have this fantastic Persian lime oil that I like to use.
How hot should we have the pan right now?
Right now, you want to put it to about high or medium-high heat. So a 5 or medium-high heat.
If I don't have lime olive oil, should I squeeze some lime into my olive oil?
Yeah, just use regular olive oil. That's fine.
Okay.
So these are all the little secrets you learn from these chefs, right? Lime and olive oil.
Sounds delicious.
What's the name of that?
Some of these companies, Brad, like they do some really good things with like their infusions, and like you can make them yourself. But you're talking like to make an olive oil infused that intense, you're talking it would probably take me close to 2 to 3 weeks, and you're constantly doing things every week, and so you constantly have to have it going. But if you can find one that the flavor is just fantastic, get it, go with it, and use them on everything that calls for it. So anything that calls for lime and olive oil, I'll always use the Persian lime. I use it in my jerk chicken. I use it in my elotes. I use it in a lot of different things.
Wow, cool.
I'll rub it all over me sometimes. Sorry, April.
I took a tiny break to get a fork and knife.
Oh, look at you over here smacking. All right. All right. So while the corn sauteing, like mine is almost ready. I mean, it won't take long for it to get to that like golden, like that little bit of char, golden color to it. So you just want to make sure you keep an eye on it. It'll cook pretty quickly on a high heat.
How long does this last? How long does a bottle of this last you?
Tahine lasts me probably about a month.
Oh my God.
I use a lot of tahine. So we do a lot of outdoor events and we do a lot of catering and stuff. So I use this on a lot of my elotes. I'll use it in omelets. I use it in frittatas. I use this on a lot of different things. I use it on seafood. So I use tahine a lot. Sometimes when we do like a grilled fruit, I put tahine on that as well. So it's good for a lot of different things. But mostly, yeah, it takes like I use a bottle this big. I use a big boy.
This is the first tahini has entered my house. What's in it?
So it's like a lime flavored Cajun spice.
Nice.
Will be probably the easiest way to describe it. A little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic. So everything you really need for elotes is in the tahini. So all we're going to do is just doctor it up just a little bit more with a couple extra seasoning, like a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of cayenne, some cilantro, a little bit of fresh lime, and then topping it off with the coquito.
All right. The thing I learned about tahini on Friday is it's a great for the side of a margarita glass. It's a good garnish for you.
Bloody Marys.
Oh.
They're fantastic in Bloody Marys too. But yeah, it will be good in a margarita. Yes. All right. On the corn and sauteing. Chad, you got a question? You good?
No, I'm good.
All right. So I got my corn sauteing here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to lower the heat and I'm going to start adding my seasoning to it. I'm going to add some of the tahini, roughly about a tablespoon and a half.
Tablespoon and a half. All right. I need to stop eating my my first dish and start cooking.
A little bit of chili powder, right about 2 teaspoons. And I don't know about you guys, but I like a little heat. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go with just a little bit of cayenne. So I'm going to do a half a tea of cayenne.
that's what we did. We did the cayenne.
Finish off with a little salt and pepper.
Oh, you did the flip.
Yes, I do. Yes.
What do we do? Oh,
Brad, can you do the flip?
Brad can flip it. Come on now.
so wait, you flipped the whole pan all at once?
He went. And it went.
Oh, that's way over my level of competency. I can do little flips.
That was fancy.
I added about from one line.
Oh, yeah, no.
So it's kind of like going over jumps and leaving your the seat of your bike. I'm not doing that.
I can't flip it, but I can make it move back and forth on the pan really fast. Does that count?
I'm good at that.
All you want to do is just agitate it a little bit, get a little mixture going. It's all good. And at the very end, guys, what we want to do is just add a little cilantro to it. So I want to grab about 6 sprigs of cilantro. And then chop that up and add it right to it.
We want it to brown out. That's the thing.
So while you're doing this, you want to get another pan nice and hot for our scallops.
Did he add the lemon juice and mayonnaise yet?
I added lemon juice. In this recipe, I didn't add any mayonnaise to it, but if you want to, feel free. For this amount of corn, I would add probably about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, but I didn't add any mayonnaise in mine. Only biggest reason why I didn't, Brad, is because we're making the cilantro cream sauce to go with it, and that's kind of creamy already.
We have a great deal of cilantro already shared in our household because earlier in the week we had a parsley recipe and I confused my parsley with my cilantro. So we had it chopped up and ready to go.
There you go. That's one of those beautiful mistakes.
Yep. So you can smell it. As soon as you chop, I could smell the difference.
That would be a good, difference. So Brad, cilantro. So we not add cilantro.
So I added mint and Italian parsley to duplicate the flavor.
All right.
Yeah.
so next up, we're going to do some beautiful sea scallops if you want to take a peek at these guys. Beautiful jumbo sea scallops I've got here. Right on, right on. So I got my sea scallops all nice, all cleaned and ready to go.
Just gonna season these. Are you seasoning them?
First thing I want to do is season the scallops.
Is that salt?
Whenever I'm cooking, especially at home because it's easy to do, I do a little kosher salt and pepper mix. So I always have it handy. Seafood, steaks, chicken, fish, whatever you want to use it on, you can always have that handy. Keep it in a container. You can pull it out whenever you need it instead of having to keep pulling out 2 spices.
What's a salt to pepper ratio?
If I'm doing cups, I will go 1 cup of salt to about a half a cup of pepper. All right. So my flat top here in the middle is nice and hot. I'm setting it right on.
Yeah. There's no out.
It's okay. So do you want oil or butter for this one? Still oil?
Down, a little bit more olive oil down. Probably about, for the scallops we have, probably about 2 tablespoons.
Gotcha.
And then while we're getting the scallops started, I will take another quick commercial break just to say thank you, of course, to all of our restaurant partners who are supporting Taste of Hope this year. If you didn't get the chance to go out and use the restaurant specials for Taste of Hope Week with these excellent restaurants, we still ask that you please support them the same way they have been supporting us for what is now our 15th year of Taste of Hope. And we're looking forward to inviting all of them, and maybe even if we twist his arm, Chef Terrell, back into the room next year when we can hopefully gather it again in person for Taste of Hope.
I would love it.
So last night we did go to Maison Sabica.
Yum.
Hey.
We love Fabica because they also fed all of our clients for Thanksgiving this year. So really good friends to the organization. And honestly, so is everybody who's been a restaurant partner for us. We're to all of our restaurants who might be watching. We love you. Thank you for what you do to help us. I know it's been harder than ever this year because of how COVID has affected our restaurant community. So it's really good of everybody who's taken part and stuck with us through it.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, Chef, are we on low, medium, or high heat here with our scallops?
I'll let you start this off on a high heat. You want to get the pan hot before you put the scallops in, Chef.
Okay, we're on high heat.
There you go.
We're smoking. Our smoke detectors are going to go off.
All right, so you want to add those scallops in and then start dropping it down slowly. So I'm about to flip my scallop so you'll see the nice color that I've got on these. Boom, beautiful.
About how long did you have them on each side?
So far on the first side, I had it on for about almost 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Got it.
Terrell, I love the pace of these classes. You're right on.
Thank you very much, brother. Uh-oh.
You might have this camera a little far.
And if anyone is watching that wants to bid on Chef Terrell's class, he has actually donated a class. Oh, thank you, April or Chad, for sharing that. But I wish anyone that's online right now to please go online, bid for all these wonderful things that are going for not any money. It's hardly anything. Donate.
You are hired, Mary. You're absolutely right. We've got some awesome auction packages. The silent auction closes at 8:15 tomorrow night. Chef Terrell's package number I don't have memorized, but I think it'll show up in the chat. maybe even with a link that'll take you right to it if you'd like to make a bid. Hey, there you go. Well done, Kate. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
and our
Kate.
live auction packages too. We have 4 incredible live auction packages that are going for an incredible amount of fair value for anyone who wants to place bids. We've got a trip to Branson. We've got Kohler for a golf weekend up in Wisconsin. We've got a great package at the Autobahn to do something fun here local. And then if you're looking to get out of the U.S. and take a little adventure, there's a really awesome package in there to check out at Costa Rica. So be sure to take a look at those.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Chad, if I...
You were perfect. No, you're hired, Mary. That was excellent.
That's what a segue's for.
Man, so hey.
Gordo, how are
Everybody's scallops looking.
We're a couple minutes behind you in part because Gordon took a side trip to check out that auction package.
Okay, that's very good, very good.
Yours is beautiful.
That I was outbid. I'm like, well, bid me.
So if you take a look at the scallops, golden brown on the top, going to be golden brown on the bottom. These scallops are pretty big, and I like my scallops nice and tender in the middle. So I'm going to pull these off in a couple seconds.
All right.
Looks fantastic, Brad. My guy, look at that.
That looks cute.
You're a lucky woman, Mary. You're a lucky woman.
Brad, give us one more look at those. We got you up on the main screen now.
Here.
Let's see those scallops again, Brad. You put you on the main screen.
No, I think our smoke detector is ready to go off, Chad.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, Joe.
All right, so if you want to turn down the fire on your scallops or anything like that, right now we're going to hook up the cream sauce, the cilantro cream sauce for it.
I got it made.
You already have it, huh?
So Terrell, one of the most fascinating parts about this this recipe grouping you have put together is that a lot of times the scallops are wrapped in bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And this is such a nice change from that.
Yeah, it's well, I don't want to go redundant double bacon or even wrapping them in prosciutto, but sometimes a good, nice, clean scallop is fantastic. Whether it's over the elotes, just some nice lentils, even greens, just anything. Like a good, clean, seared scallop is always good.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so for our cilantro cream sauce. I see April's over here eating it everything. All right, so we want to go 8 ounces.
Okay, my son said the bacon's great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't cook it. That was you guys over there.
It was all Gordon.
We couldn't wait any longer either. It's delicious.
All right,
All right, back to cooking, chef.
All right, so I've got 8 ounces of sour cream. I got juice from 1 lime. Also in here, I've got my garlic and my salt. And I've got 10 sprigs of cilantro.
Right.
So I add that right up in my blender here. And we just let it go.
So, Steph, walk us through that one more time. What were the ingredients you mixed in?
I think he just muted so we don't get his blender.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, so we had sour cream, had garlic, and some of cilantro, and what else?
Lime juice from 1 lime. And a little salt.
And what do we do with that concoction?
All right, that is going to be drizzled over the scallops and the elotes.
Okay.
So this is why I like when I'm doing this particular dish, I don't add mayonnaise to the corn.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm getting ready to plate, so I'll show you guys what it'll look like.
Chef, yours looks so pretty.
Yeah. Make it look like we work at this all day long, you know? And if you want to get real fancy, you can, if you got that extra cilantro, just drape a little bit over right around the back.
Woo!
Boom.
That's beautiful.
Look at that, making people happy today.
Top shelf. That looks great.
I'm told my cilantro placement could use a little bit of work, but we did our best to make it look.
Oh, that looks good, Chad. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. Very good.
That looks great.
Cat's made some scallops before, so I got a little bit of experience there.
Okay, ours is not quite as pretty, but it's done. Wait, there. Good job, Gordon.
That looks good. That looks really good. Come on now.
Okay. We'll take a picture of ours and send it over because we're going to plate it later once everything is done.
Thank you.
But we can tell you it looks a lot closer to all of yours than it does to Terrell's.
That's what we're gonna put on that.
Yeah. If you didn't catch that, the comment from the corner was, "That's why we're going to bid on that item."
And I did forget the cotija cheese on the top.
I'm glad you said something because I was going to try and eat it.
So you just drizzle it right over the whole thing.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'm cheating when I get the cheese drizzle honors.
I was very surprised to find that cheese at Jewel.
I tell you what, Brad, I would say 2 or 3 years ago, it was pretty hard to find. But now it seems to be popping up, and it's in the refrigerator section of Terrell. You can find it anywhere now.
That's
Yeah, no, it's very good. It's really, really good. And like before, when I would do elotes on outdoor events, I would always use Parmesan because I didn't feel like looking for it. But then, like one of the ladies behind the deli counter showed me where it was. I can't go back to Parmesan now.
Yeah, no.
I can't go back. I can't go back. All right, you ready for the dessert?
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna fire something up.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yep, here comes the fire.
So, Chad, you may as well call 911 right now because you're gonna.
You got it.
All right, are we ready?
We are. We may be having 2 runs of the dishwasher tonight.
It's all good. It's all good. It's for a good cause.
Yeah, we said it's totally worth it.
All right, so how I like to start this is get my pan, turn the pan on, and I drop my butter in. So,
Okay.
I do a full stick.
A full stick. All right. It's dessert.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Let me see it real quick.
Butter.
So we actually had a chef the other night, Chef Terrell, who taught us to make compound butter.
Woo.
Some compound butter leftovers, and we've got some shrimp to go along with our scallops tonight. Special request from our younger diners here in the household. We're putting our week's worth of knowledge to use.
Very good.
That I'm assuming that means you don't have cognac in your butter like we have in ours, Chad.
It cooks off.
Nice. Chef, how hot do you want our pan?
We're gonna go medium to high heat.
Medium high heat. Got it.
Man. So if you take a look, you see that butter melting real nice over there?
Nice. Yep.
It doesn't take long. So as soon as as soon as that big log in the middle starts to melt, I'm gonna add my sugar. Got about 4 ounces of sugar here. Dark brown sugar.
Yeah, after the butter's all the way melted. Yep. If I have light brown sugar, is that bad? What's the difference between a light and a dark, Chef?
That's fine. The light brown sugar is fine.
Okay.
One just has more molasses added to it. That's all.
Got it.
So, Terrell, just to confirm, this is low calorie, right?
Yeah.
It's for charity, so the calories
Absolutely.
don't count.
This is all very keto friendly, I know, but is it low calorie?
Or add all of those extra calories to DuPage pads donation.
Yeah, that's
Chad, can we get some extra winner taste of hope dinner points if there's more calories involved?
I think that's the perfect plan for next year.
Perfect. And speaking of, for everybody who's watching, I hope you're keeping track of your score. Don't forget your winner taste of hope dinner card will qualify you for all kinds of fun raffle prizes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks delicious, Chef.
All right, so what I have there is my brown sugar starting to melt.
Got it.
It's starting to make my caramel, and I'm gonna drop my bananas in.
okay. You got banana fun?
Yeah.
Roll them on in.
Okay. Let me get my.
So this is my cue to cut up my bananas. How thick of banana pieces?
Yeah, I put mine about a half inch thick.
Half an inch thick. Got it.
Well, Terrell, we made this dish last Friday, and we're trying to make sure that it doesn't happen every Friday.
Yeah, so after I toss the bananas in with the caramel, I'm gonna deglaze it and flame up the raw. So in this rum that I have here, what I did was I added the cinnamon to it. So I did about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to drop that into the pan.
Man, stand back.
No,
Cinnamon.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph, did you
All right.
cinnamon?
So Chef, how do I do that so I don't burn myself? What's the trick?
Well, the trick is you just like stand back or remove the pan from the heat when you add the rum,
Got it.
and then slowly put the pan back on. The angle is downward a little bit, so the flame will catch the rum. Boom. That's what fire on.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. We're all nervous.
Okay, Gordo's got this. Gordo,
All right, can you repeat that one more time, what we do so we don't catch ourselves on fire?
Absolutely. So when you're ready to add the rum to it, you remove the pan from the heat.
Remove the pan from the heat.
Slowly add the rum around the rim of the pan.
Okay, so far so good.
Now you add the pan back to the heat, but go front side down and slowly bring it back up.
So we'll bring it back up.
Looking good, Brad. Looking good. Brad's got his fire going. I like it. I like it. You guys blaze up yet, April?
Nope.
Okay. Angle the pan down a little bit.
Angle the pan down a little.
I spilled some of the booze, so that might be our why.
Yeah, if you angle the pan down a little bit, you get a good flame going, and you can swirl it off.
Okay. Angle.
So you have this.
If it didn't blaze up, it's okay. All you gotta do is just let it reduce.
Okay.
Yeah, just let it reduce. So if you look, that's a beautiful, shiny, sexy caramel sauce we got going on right there.
It's not very often we take risks in the kitchen, but that feels like it.
Okay, so the first time I've done this was Chef Terrell. I was like, oh no, my house is like up in the flame. And again, it was amazing.
But you guys are pros over there, Mary. You got it. You got it.
We've done it a few times now with you.
Good to go? Chad, how you looking?
We were just wondering when we stop. It looks delicious.
Oh, no, you turn it off right now. You're good. You're good. Once the flame dissipates, that's a wrap.
Okay.
You get 2 scoops of ice cream in a bowl, pour the bananas over it, whipped cream. Look at that. I wish I could bite it through the screen.
Beautiful. So, Chad, when you stop is after you're done eating, and then you go cut some more bananas and get some more rum.
We already decided this is round 1.
But I'm not sure when it stops, actually.
Yeah. After you've had this dessert, it's like I wanted it constantly.
We can't ride the bike enough.
Yeah.
No, it's a good dessert. Banana sauce is one of my favorites. I like ice cream, flambe bananas. I like rum. Whipped cream is good on just about everything.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
All right.
And cinnamon's a great addition to it.
Yeah. I like normally if I'm doing like a show, you saw when the fire went up, I would take my cinnamon shaker and kind of start shaking the cinnamon right over top of that so it looked like sparks.
Oh, like
Yes,
yeah.
So this way, if I'm doing it, I get to charge more for that. So
Okay, I'll recognize that.
Chef, you are the consummate professional. We challenged you to give us 3 courses in an hour, and you hit it almost perfectly on the mark. You actually came in under it just a little bit after our introduction. So thank you for tonight.
right.
And for teaching us all this
Thank you so
deliciousness.
much.
No, very good. Thank you for having me, guys.
I gotta say, I've known Chef here for quite a while, and it's been a privilege to enjoy some of his meals, be a part of his charitable work, spend time together. We've done some really awesome things, and so I had to dig deep a little bit, and I found something I just want to throw up on screen for a minute here.
Oh wow, JJ, you see look at those shorts.
Eventually,
that's skinny JJ right there.
I love it.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, right.
Eventually, we're going to get back to a place where we can all be together. But thank you for tonight, Mary and Brad. Thank you.
So fun.
Too.
So happy. We love it. Thanks, Terrell. You guys.
Thanks, Chef. We appreciate you and everyone who joined us tonight. It's been tremendous. This is the last of our Home to You broadcast. So thanks for being a part of it, and we hope everybody will join us tomorrow as we wrap up Taste of Hope Week with our end event tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Right on.
7 p.m. It's going to be a live stream just like tonight. So make sure you are there. Check in on those auction items. It's going to be great to see who walks away with Chef Terrell's next lesson, as well as all the other amazing prizes we have. Mary and Terrell, please stay on the line. We're going to chat with you in just a moment, but we're going to go ahead and end today's broadcast. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting us, our sponsors, our donors, our restaurants. We cannot wait to conclude Taste of Hope Week with you tomorrow. Be well.
Right on. Have a good night, everyone.